Now, if you guys permit me, I'm going to get on my soapbox right quick. And I am going, this is going to be a segment. This is going to be a clip. So bear with me for a little bit. Okay? Bear with me for a little. I'm going to get on my soapbox. There's a man in a town. The 313, note it down. He is the baddest mofo pound for pound that you ever seen around. He is the baddest mofo for show. Did you know? And if you didn't know, peep the flow. Here go. Waymo Jamo. There's a bad man way over town. Waymo Jamo getting down. And it was haters aplenty that didn't want him to succeed. It was haters aplenty that wanted to see that man bleed. Yes, I'm coming off the top of the dome. This is all freestyle. I'm in my Ali bag right now. There were haters aplenty lined up in a row that said that man can't do it. They was talking J-Mo. There was haters aplenty that was tired of his act. There was haters aplenty who said he was a bad guy, matter of fact. They didn't want to see him do it. They said he couldn't reach 1,000. I can't find nothing that goes with 1,000, so that's pretty much it. But J-Mo is part of a historic offense. What is the history that the Lions have made this year? Because last year, the Lions had a backfield that was historic. I'll get to my rapper Dave later. I've had plenty. There was a Lions backfield that was historic. It was the first backfield to be basically splitting carries and eclipsing 1,000 yards, 1,000 scrimmage yards, and 10 plus touchdowns from both of the backfield duo ever in history. Now, that backfield duo plus our wide receiver duo have done the same thing in the same season for the first time ever. The running backs and the wide receivers, top two, have all eclipsed 1,000 yards from scrimmage for the first time in the history, the 100 plus year history of the NFL. If you want to take out the years where it was 3 yards in a cloud of dust, I don't mind, because I wasn't alive back then. Okay? But I've been alive for quite a while and been watching NFL football for quite a while. And this is something that we've never seen before. All of this is led by a quarterback who is still, albeit very, very minutely, struggling to get his respect from the national media, the pundits. I mean, as recently as six weeks ago, he was called a civilian. But this civilian has led an offense to a historic record, to historic feats. But this young man, this very young man, I think Jameson Williams is 23. We were tired of his act. Shout out Matt Derry. We overreacted. And by we, I'm just putting myself into this conversation. As the official keeper of the JMO, you know I wasn't part of this conversation, but I was defending him in this conversation. But we, the general public, the general Lions fans, and again, I'm addressing just a very small segment because I believe that this is the very loud, very wrong minority. But I want to talk to you people. Come here. I want to see you. I need an apple. Look a man in his eyes before you kill him. Okay? If you know, you know. Okay? Shout out. Use the hashtag. If you know, you know. I want to talk to you people who were tired of his act because he dove in the end zone a la Marshawn Lynch and grabbed his crotch in a very clear ode to Marshawn Lynch. Now, these people probably had a problem with it when Marshawn Lynch did it, to be fair. But we didn't hear it because Marshawn Lynch played for the Seattle Seahawks. And whatever Lions fans like Matt Derry, and I believe he walked back his comments. And I only believe he walked back his comments because he was getting killed on the internet. Okay? He was getting, boy, Matt Derry, I would have hated to be Matt Derry that day. Now, Matt Derry probably got a bunch of subscribers because controversy sells, and cool, kudos to him. But I would have hated to be him that day and woke up and read my mentions and yeah, people was telling me I could go put this in my mouth and do all this with myself and pause. There was a contingency of you who had a problem when J-Mo got pulled over. I'm sorry, it wasn't J-Mo who got pulled over. It was his brother. I believe they were coming from the east side or whatever. And there were guns in the car. Both of the guns were legal. The brother had a concealed carry permit. The only issue was that the gun that was registered to J-Mo was under his seat. J-Mo and his brother both told the officers, yes, that there were guns in the car. They were legal guns. There was no serial numbers scratched off. There was nobody trying to do anything. Should J-Mo have known the gun laws, particularly in the state that he's in? Yes. There were those that tried to say, well, he was using his standing as a Detroit Lion to try to get out of the trouble. And while he wasn't particularly doing that, he wasn't saying it in an arrogant way. He wasn't being Aaron Rodgers. He wasn't being, do you know who I am? I'm Jameson Williams. I play for the Detroit Lions. Nah, he said it very meekly. Yeah, it was just, I play for the Detroit Lions, though. I can't have this on my name. Right? He's pleading for mercy. Not being an arrogant ass. He wasn't being Tyreek Hill. He wasn't doing that. Okay? Being mad at a person for having guns in Detroit, and this is, he told the officers, yes, I have guns because I live in Detroit. For those of us who are from Detroit, understand the statement. I have guns because I live in Detroit. Okay? Okay. There were guns in my house. All right. You know what I mean? Like, it's got guns. Okay. Grew up around guns. There were those of you that made a big deal about Jameson Williams hanging out at Coney Island at 1 a.m. He shouldn't be doing that. He should be at home in bed. He should be sleeping. He's hanging out with the wrong crowd. Okay, that's fine. Jameson Williams is a kid from St. Louis. If you haven't watched the St. Brown Brothers podcast with Jameson Williams on it, and I obviously know this, okay, but he said the thing that a lot of us already know when they asked him about what's the difference, because Amon-Ra, St. Brown, Equanimous, they're California kids. They grew up in Anaheim. They said, what's the difference between St. Louis and Detroit? And he was like, it's pretty much the same. Okay, it's a tough, gritty, rough Midwest city. All those cities, those major cities, Midwestern area, you know, a lot of them have similarities. A lot of them have a lot of crime. A lot of them have, you know, impoverished neighborhoods, so on and so forth. Every major city in America is the same. New York is the same. Los Angeles is the same. It doesn't matter what area that you're in. If you find me a major city, I will find you crime, impoverished conditions, rundown neighborhoods, abandoned houses, drugs, murder. I will find you all of those things. And this is what Jameson Williams grew up around. And Jameson Williams is in Detroit. He's in a familiar place. He's taken the necessary, you know, means to protect himself. And he feels comfortable going out at 1 o'clock in the morning to Coney Island. And I think, to be quite honest with you, there's a, you know, Baltimore, they call it Bodymore. Okay, the list goes on, right? Philadelphia. Okay, all right. So I've just named a few. I believe that there is a code in these cities that when your football team is good, the players ain't touchable. Okay, so I think JMO is good in the streets. Okay. Obviously there was the gambling suspension, and I said this before. What came out about the gambling was that Jameson Williams was in a Lions hotel and he was on an online casino. I'm not a gambler, but how does that warrant a suspension from the NFL? Even the NFL thought it was stupid, and they were like, 6 games is a little bit harsh. Let's make it 2. But 2 games because you got on your phone and went to an online casino. What does blackjack or poker have to do with the NFL? It's not even sports. Like, what are we doing, NFL? And then just throw in the injury. He was drafted injured. Why is that a knock on him? He was drafted injured. It's not like he has a long, extensive injury history. By the way, that injury happened in the national championship game. The kid's been a baller. He's been a champion. And there is a segment of the fan base that has done nothing but throw dirt on this man's name. Shout out Flannel Sam. You are one of the original JMO haters. And there is a jersey bet where if Jameson Williams eclipses 1,000 yards this season through the air, because he's already done it all purpose, that Flannel Sam will be buying a Jameson Williams jersey. Jameson Williams is 33 yards away. He's 33 yards away from 1,000 yards receiving. And I believe he will eclipse that mark against the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings are going to bracket him in coverage. They're going to do everything that they can. But J-Mo can go over the middle. J-Mo can catch a little pop pass in the backfield. J-Mo can run comebacks. J-Mo can run the entire route tree. Good luck stopping him from getting 33 yards. Because they were trying to get it to him last night. But good luck. So all you J-Mo haters, in the immortal words of Kendrick Lamar, sit down. Be humble. If you came for all the stats and none of the static, if you're trying to keep your Lions news pragmatic, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you can get notified when the Motor City Cats are back at it. And plus, you know you can't get enough of the victory buffs.